Hey everyone, so I'm here with my March favorites today. I did want to first apologize for the obvious, which I'm hoping it's not too bad, but the quality of my video, because I left my camera at home when I was over spring break, so all the videos you'll be seeing are pre-filmed. So I was like hesitant to even film this, but I have so many things I really wanted to talk about that I was like, I need to film this right now. I don't know, this might even be better than my camera quality, if we're being honest, in which case you can expect more videos because I'll continue to film. But if not, we're just gonna have to wait till May when I go home, which hopefully won't happen. Oh, it's raining. It's been raining all weekend. Anywho, so like I said, I do have a lot of things to talk about. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop on into it. We'll talk about my favorite products for the month of March. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is, I usually end with skincare, but I have to talk about this because it's so amazing and I've never ever heard anyone talk about it. And I need to tell you about it because I think a lot of you will have use for this because it is a blemish drying thing. What's that guy's name? Mario Badescu? That's the one that everyone talks about, I feel like. And it's apparently very expensive. This one really does work. Like, I've put on this guy and I imagine he'll be gone by the end of the day. Or substantially lessened. And this is by Burt's Bees. It's their natural acne solution salicylic acid treatment from willow bark. So it's a spot treatment. Comes like this, and you have this and you just put it on your finger, pop it on wherever you want it. And I personally find, like, if I put it on at the end of the night, I will find that I wake up and the blemish is basically just like a mark. It's not really a blemish anymore. It really does dry it out. Now, of course, if you're not somebody who finds that salicylic acid works for you, this probably won't, but it's really good stuff. And it's not like super cheap. I think it was like $10 to $15, but that's still less than a lot of the spot treatments out there, and it really does work. So I highly recommend giving this a go if you're in the market for a spot treatment. The thing I've been using for cream contour, I've been using this, I won't say every day, but every day that I've wanted to wear a cream contour, this has been what I've used. This is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Crayon Concealer, and I think it's N678. This is just like a medium deep one in a neutral tone. I'm wearing it today along with bronzer and stuff, but I love to use this. Like, I'll do my foundation or concealer or what have you, and then do this, and then set it all with powder, and then go in with whatever I want to use for powder. And I feel like this really does give me a very natural looking shapeliness to the face, because I don't have a lot of shape to my face naturally, so any product that's going to help me get that is definitely good with me, and it's an affordable price tag. You can see I've definitely been using it, so this is really nice, and I highly recommend it because it is quite blendable. And sometimes, I mean, you still have to work with it a lot because it is like a crayon, so you're making lines on your face, but as long as you really buff it in, which I'll talk about what I use to buff it in, I guess, right now. So the brush that I use to buff that in, and basically every face product ever, is the Real Techniques stipple brush. This looks like this bad boy. I've talked about it before, but I just have to mention it because I love it so much. I use it for my under eye concealer. I use it to like dab concealer on my blemishes. I use this to buff out my cream contour. I use this for foundation. I literally use this thing for everything. I should probably pick up another one so that I'm not just literally using this for every product that goes on my face. But it really does buff it in nicely. I find I can get a decent coverage but still, you know, have a light finish. The foundation I really love to use this with is my whipped cream foundation by Revlon. So I get like a lighter application using this. But I really, really recommend this brush. I don't hear too much talk about it, but it's my favorite foundation brush. So there's that. The other brush type thing I have is the Real Techniques. Oh, this is really looking dirty on my webcam. Didn't know it was that dirty, sorry. It's the Real Techniques, what is this called? The Miracle Perfection Sponge thing, whatever, like the beauty blender dude. I'm still playing with this. Today I used it to apply my makeup and it was alright. I kind of prefer to use my stippling brush to apply and then use this just to smooth out any bumpy places. So that's basically what I use this for. And I've really been liking it. I'm still kind of playing with it, so I can't really tell you too much about like the best way to use it, but I do like it, and I think it's a nice option that we have one now from the drugstore or Ulta rather. I talked about this in my last favorites, but I just love it so much. This is the Essence Sun Club bronzer for brunettes. It's the one in shade 2 Sunny. I just like a darker bronzer, that way I can kind of, it's not as hard to build it up. This is beautiful. It's matte. I actually do really use this like every day, and I'm not even somebody to wear makeup every day. I just love it. I find it really does make my skin look significantly tanner, but without looking unnatural. It literally just looks like I'm sun-kissed, and I love it. I've actually already made quite the dent in this. I use it for kind of contouring my nose and then just kind of an overall bronze, and I really love it, and I think it was like $3, so get on that train. I do have another Essence product to talk about. I'm really into them at the moment, but this is so fantastic. And there's also one for blondes if you are super fair. I've been into doing more on my brows than I usually am. The first product I have, actually the only like product I have, and then one of my like eyeshadows I also use for brows. This is the Prestige Brow Perfection. This is their Ideal Match Marbleized Brow Pencil, so it's pretty cool. You won't be able to tell because it's all smudged down, but it has like a marbleized factor so that it has several colors kind of mixed together. It looks like one color as it goes on, but it kind of helps it to make it more natural. And I love that it has a really nice spoolie in the end too, so you can kind of just be like, you know, do 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 do. Exactly like that. That's the song I sing when I do my brows, FYI. Just kidding. But anyway, I love this. I really have just loved Prestige's brow line. This I like even more than that gel I've been talking about. And I just really think it's very easy. I've been doing my brows even when I don't do makeup, which is not typical for me, but I really like the way this looks, so I've been doing it. I'll be talking about my Z palette in a second, but first I'll talk about the thing that I've been using a lot that's not in my Z palette. This is one of the Prestige Total Intensity eyeshadows. I picked up 3 of these and I've been loving them all. I have a tutorial coming up with a different one, but this is the one I've been using the most. I have a tutorial. Depending on the quality of this, I might go ahead and film it soon, but it's not for this look. It's just for a look I've been using like pretty much every time I've wanted to do makeup. Beyond, you know, today, obviously, because I don't like to be a good example. But this is the Total Intensity eyeshadow in Crave. It's a gold color. It's kind of difficult to describe. I would say it's on the warmth level with like Amber Light or like Baked by Urban Decay, where it's kind of like a more orangey gold, but it's the lightness of like Half Baked. So it's warm, but it's very much very wearable because it's not super dark. Let me show you. That's what it looks like. It's very, these are very creamy eyeshadows, very pretty. Look at that, it's so pretty. I just love it. And I've been wearing this on the day-to-day, like for a more natural, just like this, a little crease work and mascara. It's so pretty. I highly recommend these. Again, you can get them at like Ulta, Bed Bath & Beyond if you have like the Harmon section has the Prestige line, and then I believe it's, I always get Walgreens and Rite Aid confused because I'm more of a CVS girl, but I believe it's Rite Aid that carries Prestige. So love it. You know I love Prestige, clearly, because I have 2 products from them. Now onto my Z palette. I haven't really told you anything about what I think about this. By the way, I do have 2 eyeshadows added that I already owned, in case you were wondering. But yeah, I have used every shadow in here at least once. But there have been a couple standouts that I've just felt like I've been using a lot for the last, what, like 2 months since I bought this. Wow, it's been that long, I can't even believe that. But anyway, I wanted to go ahead and show you my standouts so that you would know. I'll just hold it up because it's easier. You're gonna think I'm really boring, but basically my most used ones are this row right here. Yes, the matte neutrals. I'm boring. I've been really into a matte look recently, so those have been my go-tos. I would say I'll give you my top 5 favorites. I'd say Wedge, which is the one I've been using on my brows recently. I also used it today for a little bit of contour as well as through my crease. It's just a neutral transition color, so very wearable. Another transition color that I've been loving is Creme Brûlée. It's a warmer one, so it's not for every look, but it does work for a lot of looks, and it really brings out the eye color nicely. The one right next to it is Vanilla Bean. I literally use this every day, whether it's on my lid, my brow. I really use it a lot. I've already made quite the dent in it, actually. I think that was a beautiful matte brown color from Makeup Geek. I should tell you who these are by, right? MAC, Makeup Geek, Makeup Geek. Mystery is definitely one of my favorites. I've used that one a lot. I was using it on my brows when my hair was a little darker, and then I just love it. I did a look, my Building a Mystery Getting Ready, which was that all over the lid, and I love it. I also love it to set eyeliner. It's just so beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to stick to the matte colors for my other favorite, which is Swiss Chocolate. You know how much I love my Prestige liner and Teakwood. I love to set that with Swiss Chocolate. It's just so pretty. Yeah, those are probably my favorites. I also use Corrupt a lot, just to set like eyeliner and stuff. I wouldn't call it one of my favorites, but I do use that quite frequently just because, as I've talked about in my super slim video, that eyeliner needs set, and that's the one I use to do it. I have played with the colorful ones. I wouldn't say any of them are particularly like favorites. I do really like Coppering, and Bidden's pretty nice. I haven't really been using the blue or green that much. Today I used Unicorn. Overall, I've had a pretty good experience. I will say the ones that have been disappointing me are kind of this area right here. Not Shimma Shimma, but like these two purpley colors and that hipster color from Makeup Geek. Those weren't as pigmented as I wanted them to be. I don't know. They're not bad. I have still used them, but I will say those haven't been my favorites. This is the eye palette I reach for every day, so I do love it as a whole. But those matte colors are definitely my favorites. So those are the ones I'd recommend picking up. Actually, we just have some lip products, and my ultimate favorite lip product has been this gloss. I picked it up like mid-month and I've worn it every day since. Not even exaggerating. This is the Essence XXL Shine Gloss in Nude Kiss. When I was home, I wanted to check out some Essence because it was around the time that Glam Life Guru put up her video about Essence Hot or Not, and she talked about a different color of this gloss, but I picked up this one and I've been loving it over every single one of my nude or pinky toned lipsticks. I've tried it over literally every one I own, and it looks so beautiful. It's very, very shiny, but I like the feeling of it. It's not very tacky. It's not long wearing or anything. Like, I think it's already pretty much gone by the end of this video here. But it's such a beautiful color and makes all of my lipsticks look 10 times better. The two I've most liked wearing with it are these two right here. The first one's the one I'm wearing right now, which why I didn't own this sooner is beyond me. This is Fairest Nude. It's really my kind of nude. It's a darker pinky nude. I'm not really a huge fan of light deathly nudes on me. This one is perfect. I really love the formula of this. I don't know, I never expected to, because in the past I haven't really been super fond of my L'Oreal lip products I've tried, but this one is very it's kind of in between, like, because I find, like, I've talked about CoverGirl and Maybelline most before. Maybelline's quite a thick formula. CoverGirl's more of a thin one. This is somewhere in between. It looks very nice on its own, like if you don't put a gloss on, but I like it with that gloss especially. The color is perfect. I really love the smell. It's like an old lady rosy smell. I love it. I know a lot of people have talked about how they hate it, but so that's something to keep in mind, but I personally really love it. And then the other one that I've been loving, my Maybelline lipstick in Make Me Pink. For a pinkier look, obviously this wouldn't go with every eye look, but I actually really have been loving it with like warmer eyes and then a pink lip. It's really pretty. So those have been my two favorite lip combos, but if you're gonna get one of these products, I would recommend the gloss because you can wear it with whatever nudes or pinks you have around. So it's really great. That is all for my favorites this month. I know it's a lot, but I really do highly recommend any of these products right here. They are like holy grail status. I use them all the time. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this. Let me know any of your favorites below, as well as maybe any of your experiences with any of these things I've talked about. Hopefully let me know how the quality of this is as well. If it might even be better than my camera, to be honest, in which case we might still be filming some tutorials while I'm cameraless. But yeah, hopefully it was fun. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this. If you did, be sure to like it below. Subscribe to see more from me, and I will see you in the month of April. Bye!